It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Bad Seed Brewing Company. I'm slowly but surely getting to the end of my beers now from Bad Seed Brewing Company. And again, a little bit sad to be honest, because these beers from this brewery have been absolutely fantastic. The best beers that I've ever had out of Denmark. Incredible stuff. This is a New England IPA, hopped with Strata, Nelson Sauvin, Mosaic Cryo and Citra Cryo. It's 7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. And yeah, it's a frog playing a round guitar. I'm not much of a musician, me. Oh, and he's sitting on a mushroom playing his guitar. In fact, Stratoketcher. Well, I don't even know what that is. I got my daughter who plays the guitar. She just finished her GCSEs. Molly, what's a Stratoketcher? It's a type of guitar, I think she's saying. There we go. There we go. Glad to have my helpful assistant on hand. Right, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Using my Wensleydale Brewery glass. They make some good beers. Wensleydale Brewery. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so we got a one finger white head. Good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Hazy. I'm tempted to say straw coloured, but it's slightly darker than straw coloured. I'm going to say a very light amber in colour. In terms of sediment, not really too much going on. Let's get the aroma. Very good. A little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of tangerine, a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of lemon. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, a real prominent coconut flavour coming through. I mean, instant. Normally I find coconut one of those flavours that I struggle a little bit to pick up in beer, but that was absolutely poof, straight away, coconut. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So Strata, Nelson Sauvin, Mosaic Cryo and Citra Cryo. Must be from the Strata. Must be from the Strata, the coconut. Because I don't think it comes from Mosaic. And I don't think it comes from Citra either, coconut. It definitely doesn't come from the Nelson Sauvin. Nelson Sauvin's the New Zealand region that the hop is grown. It's the same area as the wine where they grow the Nelson Sauvignon, I think they pronounce it. Sauvignon. Grape, the white grape that grows on the side of the mountains there in that region of New Zealand. Well, what they've done, that they've tried growing hops in that same region, and they found that the hops that are grown there offer this kind of like a white wine kind of experience in the flavour of the beer. But I'm definitely picking up coconut. It's very drinkable. It's very refreshing. I think if I didn't know the ABV of the beer, I think I'd probably be saying 5.5, maybe 6 at the max. So the way they've managed to kind of carry this beer with lots of flavour to almost kind of hide that 7% ABV is a terrific thing to do. Really terrific thing to do. Really good. Really tasty, really drinkable, really refreshing. Little bit of sweet malt over here. Smallest amount of bitterness over here. A very well balanced beer. What helps is the carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Lots of juiciness going on. It's a beer that you always want at your lips. It's one of those beers. 7% ABV, and it's not too far from your lips. Well, I mean, you're already thinking, aren't you? Oh, if I have another one of those, if I have another one, you're soon like fast asleep in your deck chair type of thing. You know? 7%, it's like, woof. The other thing I like to talk about with a beer is the way that I store an IPA, first and foremost. If a package comes in the post for me, I will always open the package, of course. I think a lot of you have seen the unboxing of these Bad Seed Brewing Company beers. I always put the IPA in the fridge. IPAs, pale ales, session IPAs always go in the fridge. And if I was to review this beer, I would get it out the fridge about 20 minutes before, just to let it warm up a little bit. By letting the beer warm up a little bit, you're bringing more of the flavours out of their shell, if you like. If you drink this beer at 4 degrees, like my fridge is set at, you might be losing, maybe not much, but 1 or 2 flavours. I like to get it out the fridge, get it up to about 6 or 7 degrees, and really, really enjoy those flavours from the beer. It's a cracking beer. I'd definitely drink it again if I had the opportunity, if I ever went back to Denmark and found this. I'd definitely drink it. It's terrific. Bad Seed Brewing Company have a terrific range of beers, from old ales to English style brown ales to Imperial Stouts, Imperial Porters, double IPAs. Some of the beers are actually like Alp beers, from German style Alp beers and German style Pilsners, New World Pilsners. And every single beer that I've had from this brewery has been absolutely top notch. And that's down to the head brewer. The head brewer is actually a YouTuber, a beer, like myself, a beer reviewing YouTuber. We started more or less the same time, within a month of one another, back in December, January of 2009, 2010. It's that far back now, I nearly forget the years. But we more or less started at the same time, and because there was very, very few beer YouTubers at the time, we very quickly become friends. We very quickly chatted, talked. I met Peter the Master of Hoppits. That's his channel, by the way. Check him out, Peter the Master of Hoppits. I met him in Denmark. He's actually been here to my house. We've reviewed together in the kitchen. So it's wonderful. It's a really lovely experience to be able to stand here and say that every single beer so far that I've had from Bad Seed Brewing Company, with Peter the Master of Hoppits as head brewer, have been absolutely fantastic. They really have. So cheers to Bad Seed Brewing Company. I think I've got a couple more beers to review, 1 or 2 more beers to review. We'll have a look. Cheers to Peter the Master of Hoppits. Cheers to Bad Seed. Cheers to everybody who's watching. Gonna rate this one. Looks good. Smells good. Tastes incredible. Love it. Love that beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.